Welcome to a new video. I hope it will be a nice video. When you hear the name Thomas Edison, what comes to mind? Light bulbs? Inventions? Maybe even a little bit of magic? But if you really want to understand Edison, you have to see him not just as a man who created things, but as a man who never gave up, a man who turned failure into fuel for success. And the truth is, the story of Edison is the story of how anyone, yes, anyone, can take their life and invent a future worth living. Edison was born in 1847 in Milan, Ohio, in a modest household. He wasn't a perfect student. In fact, he was often labeled difficult and unteachable. His mother, a former teacher, decided to homeschool him, sparking the first spark of independent thinking. Imagine this, a boy who doesn't fit into the school system, who is told he'll never succeed, suddenly learning to explore his own curiosity at home. That's where it starts, thinking for yourself. Edison's early life teaches us one of the first rules of success. Don't let labels define you. But Edison's genius wasn't born overnight. It was forged through relentless curiosity and relentless action. By age 12, he was already selling newspapers and candy on trains, learning the value of hard work and the importance of observation. He set up his first laboratory in the back of a train car, tinkering with chemicals, trying things that seemed crazy. This is lesson number 2. Start experimenting as early as you can. And don't fear looking foolish. Edison tried things that seemed impossible, and most of the time, he failed, but every failure was a lesson. Now, let's talk about failure, because Edison redefined it. People often say, Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. But Edison himself said, I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work. Think about that mindset. Every experiment that didn't succeed was not a step back. It was data, a roadmap guiding him closer to success. The ability to embrace failure, to treat it as information rather than punishment, is the core of his method. If you want to be like Edison, you have to see failure as a friend. Fail fast, learn faster. Edison didn't just dream, he executed. It's one thing to have an idea. It's another to roll up your sleeves and make it real. Take his invention of the phonograph. People thought it was useless at first. Who needs a machine that can record sound? But Edison didn't care about doubters. He cared about proving the impossible. He worked day and night, often sleeping very little, driven by sheer determination. This teaches us another key point. Execution beats inspiration every single time. You can dream all you want, but if you don't act, nothing changes. Another secret of Edison's success was his incredible ability to focus. He ran what he called his invention factory in Menlo Park, New Jersey. Imagine dozens of people working around the clock, all fueled by Edison's vision. He didn't just think about one idea at a time. He created an environment where ideas could collide, where creativity was structured, and where failure was part of the process. If you want to be like Edison, surround yourself with energy, with people who push you, and build an environment where ideas can grow. But Edison's journey wasn't smooth. He faced ridicule, financial struggles, and countless setbacks. There were moments when even his closest colleagues doubted him. Yet he kept going, and that persistence is what set him apart. Persistence is non-negotiable if you want to achieve anything remarkable. Edison showed the world that greatness isn't about brilliance alone, it's about endurance, grit, and refusing to quit when the world tells you it's impossible. Let's get practical now. How can you actually be like Edison in your own life? Here are the steps, the Edison method, distilled for anyone ready to take action. 1. Think independently. Question what you're told. Don't accept. It can't be done. Challenge the rules and explore your own path. 2. Experiment constantly. Test your ideas in small ways. Try, fail, learn, repeat. Keep a notebook. Record everything. Every mistake is data. 3. Embrace failure. Treat each failure as a step towards success. Analyze, adapt, and move forward. Failure is feedback. 4. Execute relentlessly. Don't just dream. Take action, even when it's uncomfortable or exhausting. Ideas without execution are worthless. 5. Focus your energy. Protect your time and attention. Build an environment that nurtures creativity and productivity. Limit distractions. 6. Surround yourself with collaborators. Edison didn't invent alone. Seek people who inspire you, challenge you, and help refine your vision. 7. Persist against all odds. When everything seems impossible, keep moving. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is often simply not giving up. If you start applying these principles today, you don't have to become the next Edison overnight. You'll slowly begin to see a transformation in how you think, how you act, and how the world responds to your ideas. Edison's life is proof that extraordinary results come from ordinary people who refuse to quit, who experiment relentlessly, and who act with purpose. Imagine waking up tomorrow with that mindset. You look at a problem, and instead of saying, "I can't," you say, "Let's see how this can work." You try, you fail, you adjust. A month, a year, or 10 years later, you could be standing where Edison stood, not because you were born a genius, but because you refused to stop, because you turned curiosity into action, and because you made persistence your best friend. So here's the challenge for you. Start today. Pick one thing you've always wanted to create or improve. Experiment with it. Fail at it. Learn from it. Keep going. Every step is part of your own Menlo Park, your own journey toward becoming the inventor of your life. Thomas Edison didn't wait for opportunity. He made it. And if you follow even a fraction of his principles, you can make your life shine, literally and figuratively. Be curious. Be relentless. Fail forward. And light up your world.